Hi, if you like what we're doing here and you're on Apple Podcast, would you consider giving us a quick 5-star review? That really helps spread the word. And if you have some suggestions, please use the chatbot on funastrology.com and let's talk about it. Now, enjoy today's episode. Welcome in to a new week here in July. In the United States, it's summertime, and below the equator, it's wintertime. Brr. Bundle up. Y'all will get through it, so will we. Yeah, hi, everybody. It's Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. July the 8th. The reason that I'm smiling this morning is that as we turn the page on this week in the astrology calendar, this is the week it really kind of, quote-unquote, gets back to normal. Back in March, April, May, we had all of the planets compressed into 2 or 3 signs. Now I'm counting 6. That right there is a big energetic shift. And we have themes. We've been talking about them a lot over the last couple of weeks. These themes of the outer planets changing signs, going back, their retrograde dance, things coming out, things being exposed. It's been hard to hide the truth, hasn't it? We've set the theme and set the pace on that, I think, quite well over the last couple of weeks. Now we get to focus on the normal stuff, the daily planets, the personal planets, if you will, the ones that keep us going through the week. And that's not only how today looks, it's also how the entire week looks. Let's talk about personal planets. Let's talk about the most personal one. Which one would you guess? That's right, the moon. The moon changes signs every couple of days. It has 3 sign changes this week. As we're beginning the week, the moon is in Leo, about halfway through. Tomorrow, it moves into Virgo at 9:47 in the morning, after a pretty lengthy 7-hour void of course. Then we have Libra on Thursday and Scorpio on Sunday. The one thing about the moon this week, because of the position, the new position of this chart and where the moon is in the chart, every aspect before this week's 3 void of course positions are tense aspects, squares and oppositions. So our little last aspect before the void of course doesn't help us this week. So life back to normal on that. We'll catch some in the future, I am sure. By the way, circle your calendars for Wednesday at noon if you are interested in getting in on one of the 20 slots for the Speed Readings 2.0 that Robert Glasscock and I are going to be doing in August. We have the video that's been up, the podcast that was released a couple of weeks ago. Registration begins on Wednesday at noon. Have your credit card in hand, your birth information ready to type in, and you'll be able to go to funastrology.com, refresh the screen, click the link at the top. That takes you to Calendly, where in about 3 or 4 steps you are able to book your time, pay for it, and be done. One and done. So we hope you are interested, and we would really look forward to seeing you online with us in August. Are we going to have the viewer seats like we did last time? Yes, absolutely. Not only that, it's going to be an all-access pass. Same price, and it's kind of what we did last time. But we just thought, let's open it up to everybody. So for $20, you get to see all 4 sessions. There is so much astrological learning in these speed readings that if you just popped in and out when you can, you'll get $20 worth. I'm pretty sure. So we're going to wrap up the summer with Robert, and it's going to be a blast. And I hope to see you there, either in the bleachers or on the court. Now, we have several things happening up, buzzing around over our heads today. First of all, it's 7:04 a.m., all times here Eastern today. Venus, very comfortable in Cancer, sextiles Uranus in Taurus, Venus's sign. I marked my honeycomb last week with this, noticing that this was coming and realizing Venus is very at home in Cancer. It also brings the intuitive piece to it. Uranus, we've known what it's been like for the last several years in Taurus, which is Venus's sign. And I just thought, oh man, in the trading the markets last week, which is typically a pretty light week anyway, had a really fun time because there were some really good surprises, especially following intuition, just kind of releasing the mind and letting Venus in Cancer do its thing. That's where we can use this in a very practical kind of way, and that aspect was building all last week. Well, it crescendos this morning early. Then a couple of planets that I like whenever they get together, because I've got them together in my own chart. They're right on top of each other. Mercury and Jupiter sextile today at 10:25 this morning. Jupiter's a fire planet. Mercury is in a fire sign, Leo. Jupiter is in Mercury's home of Gemini. So while these are not mutual reception kind of aspects, they do have crisscross elements about them where they're complementary, and they're both sextiles. The other aspect today is at 4:45 this afternoon. Mercury trines the north node of the moon, which means it sextiles the south node of the moon, and there is that Aries Libra aspect at play. And for those of you who like the idea of living your highest timeline, and you like support from the sky, you like to look up there and go, as above, so below, I'm going to ride this wave. Well, except for Wednesday, the rest of the aspects basically involve Jupiter and Venus. As they are commonly known, the two great benefics, the good guys. And that's exactly why Kristen has this awesome Lucky Stars report. Hey, Kristen.
Hi, Thomas, and happy Lucky Stars Monday. Today is a Lucky Stars Day. We're still basking in that beautiful Cancer new moon energy. So while the moon is in Leo, definitely be bringing in those manifestations over the next 24 hours. After the moon shifts, so does the energy. We move into more challenging and cautionary days. If you're wanting to go over charts, join the Lucky Stars Club. Thomas and I go into all the details. Can't wait to see you there. I hope you have a great week.
Thank you, Kristen. You too. And what I would say to that is, ooh la la. Told you it was going to be good. All right. Well, I hope you have a great Monday. Go out there and make something really good of it. I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.